So guys, for downloading this project, we need to go inside of our Udemy website, and inside of the course, we are going to our Bringing project in Unity. And here, beside of that, we have the resources. We need to click on the resources and download the file that I put it there. After we download that, we need to go and open it here. So we need to extract it. It can a little bit take a time. After that, so we need to go inside of our Unity, and here we are going to push the button add. And then we are going where we are install that project. We need to go that, or we can name the project for what you want. So I'm going to rename it to Monkey Island project. And let's open it now. It can a little bit take a time. So, and here, if you see any errors, you can just remove that, clean that. It's depending on the version of the Unity that you use. It's possible that you get some errors. But I used the Unity version 2021.3.33. So, but if you use another one and get some collab errors, you can go inside of the package manager and update that package, and it can help you to remove that error, because every Unity version have different updates. That's why it's possible that you get some errors. But if you got any problems, you can also message me and I try to fix it for you. So now inside of that, we have our room scene, and we want to go inside of the main menu. So you can see we use the fungus, and also I added some new scripts. Also I changed some scripts and also add some new scripts inside of that to this project work for us like Monkey Island. So now we need to go inside of our scripts. You see that inside of our scene, and you will see that we have the room scene, main menu scene, intro scene, and so the other scene. So, but we need to go inside of our main menu scene. Here we have the 3 button: new game button, continue button, and exit button, which I'm going to explain to you how they are working. So for the new game, we are going to the new game, new scene. For continue button, we are going to load. So the last part that we play, so last scene that we played, and we want to, so that part to save it and then load it. And here's the canvas. Inside of the canvas, and we can see our game. And if you want to make a new buttons or new canvas, you can go here, UI, and make a new canvas. So now inside of the canvas, if you want to have more buttons, so you can go to UI and make new buttons. You have different buttons, but for this one I use button Text Mesh Pro. You can click on it, You can also bring wherever you want in your scene. You name it. Here you have an on-click event, so you can, if you write a script for that, you can give that event to this button, so that button do what you want. So you play that function that you wrote in your script. But for this project, I'm not going to use that because we are going to use the fungus event, and from that we are going to connect it to our game. And here is also text, which you can change the name of the button to what you want. For example, Facebook or Instagram, if you want to connect it to your Instagram or Facebook, or inside of your game to so a special level, so, and whatever you want. And which we are going to, I'm going to explain it during the game more. And here, as you see, we have a canvas scaler, so we can change it to scale with screen size. So it depends on the game that, and the mobile or laptop or PC that you have. It's going to change the size of your screen and of canvas to the size of the your so tools that you use, the PC or mobile. Uh, so for now, we don't need this canvas, so we can delete it. Because we already have one in our scene, and I want a little bit clean our assets because right now there's a lot of folder, and when we want to search for something, it takes a time if we want to find the real one. So here I'm going to put that nav mesh inside of the nav mesh plus master and fungus example to our fungus. Here inside of the script, because before I wanted to test something, some scripts, but later I put them all in so fungus, because fungus have own script folder. So, and inside of the new script folder, I put all my own script inside. So then here inside of the asset, we don't need that script. So we can be sure first that it's empty and then delete it. So now here items, we need that. Audio also we don't need that because we are going to put it inside of our game asset. So you can delete that part as well. So now here, as you see, we have a flow chart that from the flow chart, we are going to connect it to inside of our project. So here, if I'm going to click at new game, you can see here we have a execute on event, or downside, when you click on the plus, you can give the event that you want to your that block. So for example, for the new game, we are going to use the load scene because we want to load the new scene. And here is the block, and if you want to have more block, you can just click at that, add a new block. You can then rename it to what you want. Here I did some different blocks, so depend on what we need. So new game to connect it to the new game, and or so continue button to continue where we so last time played, and exit button to exit the game. So here for now we don't need that, we can delete it. So now let's go and talk about so our buttons or blocks. Here game is started where we are going to save our data, and then we want to, when we start the game, we want to load that data. So then also we can make different blocks, as you see, for which orders. Here for the blocks, we need to use the button clicked event, and we can put the button that we have. You see here we have a button clicked, and there is a different execute on event for to give them event, but for now I'm using the button clicked and put the button there. For other one also I did the same. You can duplicate it if you want, so you don't need to every time do that, and then rename it. If you want to have more blocks, for now this I think this 4 blocks is enough, and we don't need to have more blocks. That's all for this part, and the next part, guys, we are going to give background to our main menu. So see you now in the next part.